Now, I would usually say that the amount of ignorance is insufferable, but on this one, they're letting you know in your comment section. The library is for everyone. Saving lives isn't just for people that you think are worthy. This is what our tax money goes to, saving lives. Yeah, I would hope so. What kind of human being are you if you don't want to feed, house, clothe, and help save the lives of women, children, and your fellow Americans? People with substance use disorder, which is a mental health issue. Do you know how many people and veterans end up having mental health issues or end up turning to substance use disorder? It's not like you choose it. But we'll get there in just a second. Oh my God, harm reduction, the horror. This person says, hey, so what is happening with that lip liner? This is why I will forever believe that people inside will always be reflected on their outside somehow. Also see Republican makeup. A real girl's girl, huh? I really hope that you never have a son or a daughter who ends up growing up, ending up with any kind of substance use disorder. And I really pray that if you're one of the very few fortunate people in the United States of America out of 340 million American citizens, that this hasn't touched you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, or people that are in your realm or sphere. Fascists are exempt. Insufferable human being. Wait until you see her hair videos. Somebody did a close-up of her lips. I don't have to be petty, and I don't have to sit here and say the same thing that's going on with your lip liner is the same thing that's going on with your brain. Because people are already doing that. But let's take this opportunity to teach you something. Did you know that opiate use disorder has a treatment option called MAT? It's medicated assisted therapy or medicated assisted treatment. There's only 3 types of MAT. Methadone, Suboxone Subutex, or naltrexone, aka naloxone. Now, Subutex and Suboxone are pretty similar. Naltrex, naloxone, Narcan are very similar. Naltrexone is not only used for people with OUD, opiate use disorder, but it requires abstinence of opiates for at least 10 to 15 days before you can switch to that medication. Otherwise, it creates what is called precipitated withdrawals. And if you know, you know. The same thing that being hit with Narcan is going to do, but it's going to save a life. It's not going to feel good. In fact, it's going to feel like you're walking through all 9 layers of hell. But as of 3 years ago, when we had about 330 million American citizens, now 340 million American citizens, from babies born today and people who are passing away today, all citizens. There was approximately just under 10 million people on some form of MAT. As of 2 years ago, 2023, over 48.5 million Americans battled substance use disorder. Guess what? That also includes alcohol. As of 2 years ago, in 2023, 48.5 million people had substance use disorder. This is America alone that we're talking about, just America. Remember, we have now today 340 million American citizens. Do you know what that number is? It's actually almost 53 million today with 340 million American citizens. If you take 340 million American citizens, and of course I went down a little bit according to the statistic, not as of today, 2025, you will see that that is 7. That is 7. 1 out of every 7 people in the United States of America, 12 years and older, have some kind of substance use disorder, whether it be opioids, whether it be alcohol, or any other kind of illicit or prescription substance. That means if you were to take every single baby to elderly adult in a nursing home or hospital right now today in America and line them all up, you count 1 out of every 7 people as having this. And yes, alcohol is included in that. This is also including all other kinds of illicit, street, or prescription medications. Because just about anything can be misused. So the fact that you are in a library, a public service, and just so you know, the Postal Service is also a nonprofit public service. It is not a faction of the United States government like the health department is. If you're going to be paying tax dollars, don't you want it to go to feed people that are low income, to give Medicaid to people with low income, or Medicare to people that are disabled, the elderly, the veterans that served their country? Don't you want it to go to harm reduction? Wouldn't that be where you would want your tax dollars going? Because paying taxes, of course, I don't want my money going to fund some European or overseas Middle Eastern war that I didn't ask to be a part of, that my children and my family didn't ask to be a part of or help fund. My family has already sacrificed many lives in service to this country, in service of basic human rights. World War II, the Korean War, going all the way back to the Civil War. This is giving the guy at the grocery store who's behind the single mom who is on food stamps, watching her have her EBT card, and has the audacity while he's buying cigarettes and alcohol to say, my tax dollars pay for that. Good, you little prick, because that should be where tax dollars go. Meanwhile, the hypocrisy is people like that always have their own demons, their own skeletons in their closet, and they're over here being judgmental. Well, congratulations, lady, because you just happened to not only insult 1/7 of the entire American population with this video, you insulted the other part. The people that have already recovered and are not struggling with substance use disorder, active. The people that have lost loved ones to substance use disorder. The people that are currently praying, battling, and fighting alongside people that they know and love who do have substance use disorder or opiate use disorder. So single-handedly, what you just did was do nothing but show everybody who you are. And the sad part is you have a baby. You have a baby right here in your video. What if this is your child in 15 years? 10.2% of Americans 12 years old and older have had alcohol use disorder just in the year of 2023. This could be your child in 11 years. And I'm not even going to say that that's how God, the universe, karma, juju, that's how that works. That you have to experience or know it firsthand to have any kind of empathy, sympathy, or compassion. But I wouldn't wish that for you or your kids. Because unlike you, I do. The fact is, these vending machines should be everywhere because unlike here in the state of Michigan, where you can go to any county has a local community mental health, where you can get this Narcan for free. There's a lot of pharmacies where you can get it for free or for only $20. There are a lot of counties and a lot of states who do not give this away for free. And those vending machines should be everywhere. In the state of Michigan, if you are on MAT, you are now required by law to get this filled at least once every year for yourself in the event that something does happen to you yourself. But it's always smart for everybody to carry one of these because you never know who you're going to meet in the parking lot of a grocery store, in a library, at the post office, at a doctor's office, going to work, paying your bills, shopping at the mall, somebody else's child, and you could save their life. And most people on MAT are not bad people who just fell victim because they were careless, that they just liked getting high. People like me had cervical cancer. I also have a very severe form of a genetic disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I have type 1 and type 2. I have neuropathy, and I also have fibromyalgia. I didn't choose cancer or pain management or MAT.